What's up, world? Welcome to a new episode of the BrandonJaneauShow. Sorry about the light. I don't know what the hell's wrong with my thing, but anyway, welcome to a new episode of the BrandonJaneauShow. Wrestling life, ah, rate and review show. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Wrestlemania 39, night one just went off, and like always, I'm here to talk about it. Um, Man, what a great performance from a lot of people, man. And I am about to rate and review some of my matches now. If you've watched this before, you know how I do this. I talk about all the matches that happened, and then I talk about my least favorite matches. I talk about the stars that I gave them, how I felt about it. Um, Pretty much one through five is the rating system, but I never give anybody a one, but um, except if it's just really shitty and it was really bad and it had no outcome and it really wasn't supposed to. It got to be just a terrible match. I feel like night two might be a lot of like low grade, to be honest with you. But yeah. But that is how I do it. So I rate it from 1 star to 5 stars, and if all some of these matches have all 5 stars, then I just pick from my least favorite 5 star match to my favorite 5 star match, which would be my match of the night. So, all right. So I want to just say this. I got like 4 matches that are like real 5 stars. One could have been uh one is like 4.5 star. Um yeah. So yeah, but let's get into it, man. WrestleMania 39 night one was just a moment ago. Just ended literally a couple minutes ago, like a minute or two ago. Um and Yeah, kind of. It's a really night one is always better than night two. Like night two, I feel like if I had to describe it, night two is like Raw, and night one is like SmackDown. You understand what I'm saying? Like SmackDown is where all the real matches are. They fight. They really have real matches. The storylines don't always have to be crisp, but they always have real matches. Where as for night one, since they've been splitting it, night one's always had the better matches. Night one has always been better. Cesaro and Seth Rollins and uh, WrestleMania 37 and Bianca and Sasha WrestleMania 37. That main event and yeah, night one's always had better matches. Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley. It's always been better matches. I don't know, but yeah, night one has always had better matches. I feel like night two is gonna be a bunch of matches that just like what the fuck are those? Like, like, why is this even on a WrestleMania card? Like, yeah, I can see 2 matches right now that I'm like, I if it goes over like 5 to 10 minutes, I'm like, why is this even a long match? I don't understand this shit. Why? But yeah, so let's get into it. So the first match that I gave, so the first match on my list, that was my least favorite match, and I got the lowest stars. Uh, was the opener of WrestleMania 39. Austin Theory versus John Cena for the U.S. Championship. Uh, yeah, I gave this 3 stars. I gave this 3 stars. Now, a lot of people probably be like, Brandon, you just hating on this match. You just hating on Austin Theory and shit like that. No, I actually think Austin Theory is really good in the ring. I think he's really good in the ring. But here's the thing. I never wanted this to be for the U.S. Championship. That is something I've been saying for a while. um, because I always felt like Austin Theory would win the fucking match. Like it makes no sense to give the title to John Cena. Even recently, I've said John was probably going to win, but only because I felt like he was going to drop it literally the next night on Monday Night Raw. He was going to drop it to a newcomer, but yeah. All in all, it's a 3 star. Um, it's over 2.5, but it's not 3.5, man. Another reason why I didn't think this match should get higher grade is because of the ending. I take endings into consideration, and the ending of this match was just terrible. I don't like the fact that they used the referee spot in this match. And I get it if you think Austin Theory can't beat John Cena, but it's like, dude, you can. He's not going to win. We know John Cena is not going to win. You could have just let Austin beat him clean, and that is another reason why I was just like, that is a very, 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 very bad decision on WWE's part by just letting Theory beat John Cena by cheating. Like, you didn't have to low blow the man to get the victory. You could have just easily just beat him outright. Uh, and here's the thing: he got on a mic today, did a promo after this match, and said, "Do you all believe in me now?" And no, we still don't believe in you, dude. Like, I don't give a fuck that you won. I don't care. Like, this is what John Cena was telling them. Even if you win, you still got to stand out on WrestleMania and Monday night, WrestleMania Monday night, the night after WrestleMania Monday Night Raw, right? And you're gonna have to tell people how you beat me. We saw you tap, and then you used a low blow to beat John Cena. Like, John Cena is what, 45, 46? He's not big match John anymore. He even in a New Year's Eve match that he had with Kevin Owens versus Sammy and Roman, he didn't do a lot. Like, so I didn't expect John to win this match. I didn't. And then on top of that, you didn't give John Cena the AA. You didn't let him use the AA. You didn't do a lot of shit that could have helped this match. Create some near falls. You didn't even create that. You didn't even do that. This is why this match is a 3-star to me, because I don't know how much shit John Cena could have physically done in this match, and it wasn't anything he could have done. I mean, every time he was, all I saw John Cena really going for was the STFU. Like, that was it. Like, he didn't try to go. He went for the AAA once or twice, but I feel like he should have hit it. He should have at least tried to hit it. And then if Austin Theory kicked out, okay, holy shit, Austin Theory kicked out. A lot of these matches, as you saw, the progression of these matches, they had a lot of close calls. They had a lot of moments, a lot of near falls. That was very important. I feel like a lot of them also kind of like fucked up the near falls sometimes because the ref had to literally stop like by the count. But this match was just stupid. It didn't make any sense. This is why I didn't think Austin Theory John Cena would make sense to fight for the U.S. Championship, because Austin was gonna win. The fact that he actually had to cheat to beat John Cena made it even worse for me personally, because John Cena's not gonna win. Like, what are we trying to prove here? John Cena is not gonna win this match. So I didn't understand this shit at all. Um, yeah, I didn't like it from the beginning. I've always said I didn't like this match. I see a lot of people liking Austin Theory, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not hating on the dude. I think him without Vince has been the best thing that's ever happened for him. But you can't beat John Cena by low blowing him. Like, bro, John Cena is not gonna win this match, and he's not gonna. Like I said, if he would have won it, he would have dropped the title literally the next night on Monday Night Raw, and then you would have faced the nigga that was gonna like go up against who beat John Cena for the next at least couple months, and that would have made a more impelling storyline. But I mean, Theory beating John Cena, I just wish he would have beat him clean, because it just makes no sense to low blow him, to like hit him in the nuts and then like do the 8 time down, and everybody's like, well, I believe in Theory now. Nobody believes in Theory still. Nobody believes in Theory still. Did you not hear the fans boo the shit out this dude when he won? This is the thing. Like, y'all are trying to make Theory a big thing, and he's fucking not, dude. Like, he's just not that guy. We gotta stop this shit. I get it. You like him. That's awesome. Do your thing. But you're not gonna tell me who I should like. That is not gonna happen. And I feel like, I'm sorry. I feel like that's kind of the thing. I feel like Theory kind of like, yeah. I feel like WWE is really trying to push Theory. Theory, his promos have gotten better, but there's something about this dude. Just nobody likes this dude. Like, nobody really fucks with Theory like that. And I feel like, I feel like WWE's, I feel like WWE's gonna back themselves into another corner with Theory, and it's gonna be bad. I don't think the reception he's gonna get Monday Night Raw is gonna tell you right then and there why people don't fuck with Theory. I'm not wishing bad for the kid, but I'm a wrestling fan. I know this shit. You didn't beat John Cena clean. You really was a heel, but you could have actually beat him clean. Like you could have, because John Cena is not winning the fucking title. Like, what is he gonna do? He's gonna drop the title the next Monday Night Raw. You could have just beat him clean and just let it be that. But I don't know who the fuck came up with that tactic to like tell Theory to cheat to beat John Cena. That was so stupid. But I didn't have high expectations for this match, to be honest with you. I didn't. Maybe some people did, but I didn't. So I give it 3 stars. I give it 3 stars. Not a lot. It's enough to get Theory by, I guess. I don't know. The next match the next match that I gave pretty much a low grade to is Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish versus Damage Control. So I've been saying for months Becky Lynch was gonna go get 2 people to fight Damage Control. I always thought it'd be Sasha and Naomi, but it's Lita and Trish. Um, the build up to this match sucked. Just like the other women's match, shit, like all of these women's matches on these cards. The build up to this match sucked. We've already seen Becky beat Damage Control so many times. It didn't make any sense. And the only reason, and I actually picked Damage Control to win this match, but the only reason why is because I actually thought I thought Trish would actually cause Lita and Becky somewhat of a problem. I actually thought Trish would actually cheat and help. Well, not cheat, but turn on Lita and Becky, and it didn't happen. And I don't know if they just didn't want to pull a trigger. I don't know, but because it would have set up Becky and Trish, and maybe they're gonna wait till Monday Night Raw, when they fight for the women's tag team titles for Trish to turn on Becky and Lita. I don't know, but the match was okay. It was better than I expected. Again, very low expectations because the way they kind of told the story. Low expectations. Didn't really expect the match to be good. Um, it was better than I expected. Lita was better in this match. Trish was Trish. Trish still looked good. Lita looks bad. Still to this day, they look good. I don't give a shit. Like, um, yeah, it was okay. It was 3.5 stars. It wasn't anything I expected. Anything I was like really like, yeah, this is gonna be great. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect it at all. But 3.5 stars. It's not the worst match, but it's not the best match either. So it's right in the middle, right in the pack, like I thought. So yeah. So I gave this match a 5 star, but then I kind of like sat back and adjusted my ranking towards it. So coming in at number 3 is Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. Uh, Second father and son match at WrestleMania. The first was Shane and Vince, so thank God we actually have professionals actually wrestling against each other that are father and son. Thank the Lord. Um, I thought Dom should have won this match. I'm gonna be honest with you. I picked Dom to win. But I also get why they probably didn't want to let Ray lose because he just got inducted into the Hall of Fame. Um, Dom is being a complete and utter ass, so it makes sense if Dom loses. Um, and especially if you're gonna run with the philosophy that Edge should win tomorrow over Finn, so you're gonna have Judgment Day win one match and lose two. Why the fuck is this a faction? This has been my biggest thing with Judgment Day. You finally get them to the WrestleMania, and then they lose. They look. How the fuck is that? Then they lose at WrestleMania. Why their faction? Why? Why is this a thing? And that's my biggest thing. Yeah, I got it at 4.5. I had it at 5, but I'm bumping it down to 4.5. Um, it was a good match. I think it was a great, great match. Um, it really played off of the emotions of the family, which is perfect. Um, Dom throwing a drink at his sister's face. Didn't like that very much. I'm usually with the WWE gimmicks and shit, but his sister's bad, and I didn't appreciate that. But I get it. Dom is actually better in the ring than I expected him to be. He's gotten better. A year ago at WrestleMania, he fucking struggled. But he held his own with his pops, man. His pops did his thing. Again, I get it. Which I've known they're gonna do. They're gonna run the what Dal Phantasmo, versus Judgment Day feud in the next couple months. Ladado Devas. Oh my God, I'm saying their name wrong. I'm sorry, but and they're gonna run that rivalry for at least another couple months until Ray comes back from SummerSlam and then fight Dom again probably. Um, but yeah, uh, 4.5. I give it a 4.5 star match. I think it was a really good match. Compared to what I thought it would be, I actually didn't have high hopes for this match either. I had more of the emotional distress of it, and I was probably gonna give it like a 4, but 4.5 stars. That's not bad. Bad Bunny like stopping down from hitting his dad with a chain. Yeah, that was kind of funny. That was kind of funny. But yeah, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Dominic Mysterio fights Bad Bunny at Backlash. So yeah, I wouldn't yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Dom fights Bad Bunny at Backlash. So yeah. Um oh man, what's next? All right. Where do I want to go with this? Where do I want to go with this? So clearly I have 4 5-star matches. 4. And I just gotta figure out which one I want to go with first. um, okay, my first 5-star match uh was Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. Everybody knows Seth Rollins is my favorite wrestler, and it's my guy. Um, it even works even better that he beat Logan Paul tonight. Um, but I expected this match to be. This match was supposed. This was the most athletic match of night one, and was going to steal night one. And I think a lot of people felt like that, and it lived up to it lived up to the hype. I'm not gonna sit here. I saw a lot of people like being like, it wasn't okay. It was okay. It was trash. It was this. It was that. I don't know what the fuck you wanted it to be. I really don't know what y'all wanted it to be. Um, because out of all of these matches on night one, it really didn't have a storyline. Like out of all of the single matches on night one, even the Becky and Damage Control shit, like outside of the man showcase, this really didn't have no storyline. It was just like more so just off of, you're trying to steal my company. You don't really even give a fuck about this. I care about wrestling. You don't. You just want to be famous. It didn't really have a storyline, but we all didn't care that this was not going to have a storyline. It was just going to be the best in-ring performer right now in this era, Seth Rollins versus a guy who's pretty much held up in the WWE for the last couple of years. This is why I kept saying I'd rather have seen Logan Paul versus Seth first than before Logan Paul fought Roman, because I felt like Seth would have shown what Logan could actually do in the ring. Um, and I see a lot of people saying this was not a good match. I don't know what the fuck you wanted it to be. What you thought was gonna be a wrestling match? It was gonna be like a acrobatic kind of like Logan Paul drives off of the acrobatic shit, and Seth Rollins is very calculated. He's literally the architect. So I kind of expected this match to be as constructed as it was. Logan was gonna fly through the ring, fly over the ropes, do all this shit, and then Seth was gonna do what Seth does. And Logan's cockiness caught up with him a couple times in this match, which was supposed to happen. He thinks he's better than anybody, and that's what's supposed to happen. Is Seth uh, showed up and showed out, and that's what's supposed to fucking happen. The best wrestler is supposed to beat a guy like Logan Paul. He's supposed to beat him. If you let Roman beat him, you gotta let Seth beat Logan too. I don't understand this shit. Just like I feel about Roman and Cody. If Cody could beat Seth, then he should be able to beat Roman. That's just how I feel. So yeah, Seth wins, and yeah, it's my first 5-star match. I give it that. Second match is the men's showcase match. It was the second match on the card. Thank God. After the John Cena Austin Theory match, I feel like that match kind of left a lot of people with a bad taste. It's like, okay, I guess, whatever. especially the way Theory won again. How Theory won kind of just fucked up the whole situation. But this men's showcase match, man, boy, I'm happy if it was where it was because if it was anywhere else, I don't think it would have survived. Well, it would have, but it would have probably taken away a lot of the other shit. And actually, to be honest with you, I feel bad for I don't know who the fuck was who fought after them. Well, I think Seth Rollins and Logan actually fought right after them. But man, that was a fucking a match, man. It was a classic. All four teams showed up and showed out. The Street Profits won, which clearly means they're gonna get a tag team title match eventually. Probably I'm gonna say the first night um on Monday night, but I would say probably a backlash if they don't do a 6-man tag with the Bloodline versus Cody and Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens. Excuse me. I can see the Street Profits fighting Sammy and Kevin for the tag team titles definitely. But this was so good. Chad Gable, hey man, get that man a chance, man. Let that man run with the U.S. title. Let that man run with the IC title. Let him run with some title. That man deserves it for the years that he's been in the WWE. And Vince threw that stupid ass gimmick on him, Shorty G, because he didn't see what the vision was of the man, and for what he's become. He's one of those guys, man. Uh, Braun Strowman, Ricochet, man. A tag team that I didn't expect to really work like that, because I think they really just threw them niggas together. I really do think that was. I think Ricochet is a punishment to Braun Strowman. To be honest with you, I think Ricochet was a punishment. It started off as a punishment where Braun Strowman, if anybody knows, you follow WWE and you follow wrestling, you know Braun Strowman was on Twitter and said, "What's up with all these flippity floppity guys?" Talk about all the guys that fly through the air and all the acrobatics and shit like that. And he was talking shit about one of them. And he was talking shit about them. And I really do think Ricochet was a punishment to Braun Strowman. I really do think that. You can't tell me no otherwise, man. I think that was a punishment to Braun Strowman. Yeah, I think it was a goddamn punishment. But it's worked out. It's been a pretty productive punishment for Braun Strowman. Um, just waiting for when they're gonna turn. He's gonna turn on them because it's coming. Y'all know it's coming. Viking Raiders showed up and showed out too, man. I feel like Viking Raiders haven't really begun they just do on the main roster, even with Triple H back in charge. I feel like there is something missing with them. They got to figure it out. But I thought it was that was a great fucking match, man. To be the second match on the card, which a lot of people would tell you that is the worst spot to be in when you're the second match on a card for wrestling. Um, they showed up and showed out and made everybody realize, holy shit! Thank you for the showcase match because this shit was incredible. It was a classic. It was a classic, man. It was great. It's a great fucking match. Especially the last like 3 to 5 minutes. Oh my god, when Angelo Dawkins fucking tackled Braun Strowman and laid his ass out, everybody was like, "What the fuck was that?" Like it's just so crazy. Ricochet fucking flew through the air, and oh man, it was a good match. It was a really really good match, man. I would tell anybody go watch that match. If you're gonna watch a WrestleMania match right now, go watch that one. That was a really good match. Oh shit, now we're going. Do I want to go for pure emotion or just straight, just a really good fucking match? I don't know which one. Um, my second to last, the second best match that I saw all night: Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley, SmackDown Women's Championship. This is a 5-star match, man. Same as the women, Damage Control, Becky Lynch, Lita, Trish. Um, the reason why this match, I feel like Becky, Lita, and Trish, it's 6 women. It's not that much you could really get into. Like unlike the men's showcase, they're teams, so their interactions are different. Whereas for the trios match between Becky, Lita, and Trish versus Damage Control, it's only so much you could do with them. Same thing with Charlotte and Rhea. They were in the same boat. Terrible fucking build. It was a terrible build. It was a terrible build to this match. Thank the Lord that WWE, thank the Lord Triple H decided to go with Rhea. Because let's be real, that entire fan base in LA was like, if Charlotte wins, we're fucking rioting this fucking tonight. Like we're gonna fucking riot. Yeah, they didn't fuck with Charlotte in this match, man. They did not fuck with Charlotte. Nobody cared about Charlotte like that. Everybody wanted Rhea to win. Everybody. Um, it was a fucking hard hitting match. You rarely see that from women. Not trying to sound, but you don't see that. And I actually think Bianca and Asuka is gonna be more of the athletic finesse match where you're gonna see how they do it. But this was physical. This was as physical as you can get it. And you never felt like Rhea was too much in control. You never felt like Charlotte was too much in control. It felt like an even matchup. And this is why I think this was one of those matches. The bill sucked, but everybody knew Charlotte and Rhea are gonna get in the ring and they're gonna knock and they're gonna tear the roof off the place. Same thing with Bianca and Asuka tomorrow. They're gonna tear the roof off the fucking place. We already noticed. But the build to these matches it kind of got a lot of people out of it. And as the match kind of progressed over and over and over again, um, this kept moving higher and higher in the star rankings. And I was like, ooh, this might be a really, really, really good match, man. And it just so happened that Rhea wins and beats Charlotte the way she beat Shayna for the NXT Championship. She beat Charlotte with the Avalanche Riptide, and she beat her. And that cemented this match as the second best match. As much as I love the Bloodline storyline, I knew Rhea and Charlotte was gonna have a great match. If the build was better, I wouldn't have mind seeing it as the main event. If the build was better, but it wasn't, and it was just it dragged, it was sucked. But like I said, none of us questioned that this wouldn't be a really good fucking match. We never questioned it. We just questioned the fact that this was just not. How can I say this? We questioned the fact that the build sucked, and then we also didn't know what WWE was gonna do because they could have easily given the match to Charlotte, and then you're in a fucking bind with the booking. So yeah, but Real wins, and that's a good thing. Thank the Lord she won. Please me to the last match and the best match of the night, and yes, it was the main event: the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. That is the best match. It is a 5 star. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You could get mad. You could say, bro, you just acting like a you're just being a wrestling fan. There was nothing intriguing about this match. Well, fuck you. Because this match was incredible. Fuck you talking about. The Usos versus Sammy and Kevin. Um, it was the best match because we actually knew this was going to be the most drama-filled match. This was going to make you feel all the emotions. Every near fall, every kick out, every time the Usos seemed like it was just destined that the bloodline continues to reign. When Sammy kicks out, every fucking kick, every fucking drop, every this you just get to the point where you're like, holy shit, how is this possible? And the right people won again. The right people won. Sammy and Kevin, they won this match. It was the right choice. I thought it was the best match because it's the best storyline. Nothing's topping the storyline. Nothing in the WWE was topping the Bloodline storyline. If this didn't main event, it would have been weird. And I think WWE is gonna be very proud of themselves that they did let this main event because it was emotional. You felt it, even when they won. Even when the, let's go into this match, man. Like just when Sammy Jay kicks Sammy with the Hulula kick, going back to Survivor Series, where Sammy pretty much betrayed Kevin Owens and used the Hulula kick to win the match for the Bloodline, and actually sacrificed them. Caught Kevin Owens like Jay caught Sammy tonight. Caught Kevin Owens in the corner from the corner, threw him on the ground, and actually looked at Jay and said, "Splash, do what you should do," and they won the match. And then and then Sammy and Jay does that tonight to Sammy. He uses the Hulula kick and catches him. And then Sammy, to close out the night, close out the match, Sammy hits Jay with a Hulula kick. Then he catches him. He puts him back in the corner. He Hulula kicks him again. Catches him again. Jimmy tries to break it up. Kevin Owens catches him and stuns him. And then Sammy hits the last Hallelujah kick and they win the Undisputed Tag Team titles. That's what's supposed to happen, man. It was raw emotion. The Usos never looked like the Usos never looked bad in this match. They beat down Sammy and Kevin like they were supposed to. They kept both of them separate for most of the match. They did what they're supposed to do, show how great of a tag team they really are and how functional they are. And they did it perfectly in this match. Hell, I even tell you Damage Control did it perfectly in that match. They just didn't win, which I didn't understand, but I get it. But this was the perfect situation. It was supposed to happen this way. It was supposed to happen this way. Sammy was supposed to be Jay, which is another thing people don't understand. Sammy pinned Jay. That's how it's supposed to end. Sammy beats Jay. That's how we end your reign. The two people that have always been at conflict, and then Jay leaves the bloodline because of how much Sammy grew on him and became his brother, his friend, the guy he trusted. And Jay has to lose to Sammy. That's how the reign ends for the Usos, particularly in how it starts the reign of the it starts the fall of the bloodline. Sammy beats Jay, the person that has been the one person that didn't like Sammy at the beginning, and the one person that literally left his own family because he couldn't believe he betrayed him. That's how it's supposed to end. Jay is supposed to lose to Sammy. Sammy is supposed to pin Jay and take the tag team titles because he just freed Jay from Roman. He just freed Jay from Roman. That is how that's supposed to happen. Because Roman's gonna go at Jay. He's gonna look at Jay and say, "You lost some titles. I know your brother was a part of that, but you lost some titles. You made us lose. You made the bloodline lose. Are you still with Sammy? What's going on? Are you still in that headspace? What you want to leave?" That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how the fuck you do it. God damn it, that's some good storytelling. Shit. That's some good storytelling. Man. All in all, man, night one's always been better than night two. It is. It's always better. I got a lot of 5 stars. Tomorrow night, night two, I will be doing this again. Um, I see like maybe like 3 or 4. I see we got Women's Showcase, Brock Lesnar, Omos. I think Edge and Finn should kick off WrestleMania night one. If not Edge and Finn, then Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew. Get that out the way. Make that a banger. Make that happen. It will be one of the greatest openings to start off. If you started night one with the US, you should start night two with the Intercontinental Championship. Go into the Women's Showcase, then have Edge versus Finn. Brock Lesnar Omos feels like a 3 minute, 5 minute match. Just get that over and done with. Um, and then Bianca and Asuka close out the night. Go second to last, and then you close out the night with Roman and Cody. That's how I see it. I think just like do everything you did tonight, just do it tomorrow night. like do everything you did tonight, just do it tomorrow night. Like have the IC championship, kick it off, get the crowd already engaged, get the crowd into it, then let the women's showcase happen, get that out the way. Edge and Finn go on, have their big bang, have their long match, and then Brock and Omos come out and do their shit, and then Bianca Asuka, they tear the roof down, and then Roman and Cody closes it all out, and we really will see the fall of the bloodline. So that is my rating and review show for night one of WrestleMania. This will be out Monday. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Until then, I'm Brandon Janeau. See y'all tomorrow night, night two, WrestleMania. Peace.